Alright guys, so we're going to get the contact page or contact section done, and we're also going to do the footer, and then we should be done with this project. So we're going to go under the authors, which is at the very bottom here, and we're going to start a new section. Let's put a comment, we'll say contact, and we're going to put a section. Let's give it an ID of contact, and let's give it a class of BG Light, which will give it a gray background, and also a class of PY5, which will give it padding on the top and bottom. Then we'll put our container. We'll put our row. Now in the row, we're going to have a 9 column on the on large screens and up, and then 3 column on also on large screens and up. So let's do call LG9, and then under that we'll do a call LG-3. Alright, so let's see, we're gonna in here in the 9 column, let's do an H3, and we're gonna say get in touch, and then we're gonna put just a paragraph with a class of lead to make it a little bigger, and let's say lorem 10, we'll put 10 words in there. And then under the paragraph, we're going to have our form. Okay, we'll get rid of the action. And we're going to have a form group, as always. In the form group, we'll have our input. We're actually going to use input groups here because I want to have a couple add-ons with icons inside. So let's do a span. I'm sorry, not a span yet. We'll do a div with the class of input dash group. We're also going to make these large, so we're going to say also input group dash LG. And then inside here we'll have our span with the input group add-on class. And inside the span we're going to have an icon. So this is going to be for the name field, so I want a user icon, so we'll put an I tag with the class of FA and the class of FA dash user. Whoops. And then under the span will be the actual input. So input, it's going to have a class of form control, and we're also going to give it a placeholder. Let's do placeholder, and we'll say name. Alright, so let's go ahead and save that, and it should look like this, okay, which looks pretty nice. So we're going to just copy the form group, and we're going to add another one under it. This is going to be for the email. So let's change the icon to FA-envelope. Okay, and then we'll change the placeholder to email. And we can also change the type to email. Save that, and there we go. So the last one we're going to have here is going to be a message, which is going to be a text area. So let's copy the form group. Okay, we'll paste that in. And for the icon, we're going to do FA pencil. And let's see, we're going to change the input to a text area, which needs to have a closing tag as well. And let's see what else we want to do. Change the placeholder to message. And let's give it a rows attribute of 5. And we'll save, and there's our message. So last thing we need is a submit. So we're going to go under this form group right here and say input, and let's give it a class of BTN and BTN primary, and also BTN block. Alright, we'll do large as well, BTN LG. And it's going to be a type of submit, and it's going to need a value of submit. Save that, and there we go, there's our form. So on this side I just want to have the logo, the logo we have up here. So let's go to our call LG3 and just put in an image, and it's going to have a class of IMG fluid, and it's also going to have a class of what do we want to do here? Actually, we'll do that after. Let's just do image fluid for now, and then img slash, it's called mlogo.png, I believe. Let's save it, And there we go. Now I want this to be centered. I want to push it down. So what I'm going to do is go to the column div and add a class of align-self-center and save, and that pushes it down. Now if we make this responsive, let's go down, and well, I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of big, but I guess it'll do. So the next thing I want to do is the footer. I mean, you can get rid of it if you want by using a hidden class, but I'm just going to leave it. So the last thing is going to be the footer. So under the section here, let's say footer, we're going to give it an ID of main footer. Okay, let's also give it a couple classes. We want padding on the top and bottom. We want it to be BG primary. And we want the text to be white. Okay, and it's going to have a container. It's going to have a row. Let's also do text center. And let's see, we're going to do a call MD6. And we're just going to have a paragraph with the class of lead. And it's going to be a copyright. Just like that. Let's save. And there we go. Let's actually push it over. We'll give it a class. We'll give this a class of ML auto, and that'll push it over here. All right, so that's it, guys. That is our Mazooks template. Let's try the navigation. So we got about, we got meet the authors, and we got contact and home. So that's it. I will see you in the next project.